I think I did a meet and greet with Aladdin and Jasmine once. That was fun.
Okay,
As a
there you
grown
go.
man.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you are one of the Disney adults that
I
we
guess
speak
so.
of. Were you like
Aladdin was ripped, let me tell you.
very much so.
Yeah.
Do you know what's fascinating? How much they stay in character.
Like they don't break?
They don't break character. Like they are that character. Like from the moment.
That's part of the job, right?
I know, but it's unbelievable. Winston and I, we went together before kids because I had a speaking thing there at one of the resorts.
Oh, fun.
And they gave us a 2-day pass. That was like part of like the gig.
Yes.
So Winston and I went. This was like 2012 or something. And I remember we went and stood in line for Snow White because we were in Epcot and like she was right there. There was like 3 people waiting in line for Snow White. And I was like, oh my gosh, like let's go. I hadn't been since I was a kid at that point. So I was like, let's go meet. And so we go up and I'm like, hi, Snow White. And she's like, oh, hello there, you know, da da da. I was like, and this is my husband, Winston. And Winston was like, hi, you know, shakes her hand or something.
Pleasure.
we shake hands a lot. And yeah, and at first she was like, did you all meet at a wishing well? And Winston's like, no, we met at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. And I was like, babe, just play along. Like, but she didn't break. Like, she was asking where my prince, like if he was my prince and like the whole thing. I mean, they like are full in character.
And I love that Winston was not having it.
Well, he didn't know to even have it. He was like, oh, I think she's
There was
really
no
asking.
yes and happening here. Like he was the opposite of improv.
No, it wasn't. He was like, oh, I'm just going to get her. He was just like, oh, no, we didn't meet at Wishing Well. We met in Knoxville, Tennessee.
That poor woman's just trying to do her job and create some magic. And he's there to squash it.
I know.
That's why he's my spirit animal. Thank you, Winston.
All of it.
Do you have a favorite character? If you could become a Disney character, like any of the princesses.
I was always Belle. Belle was like my go-to as a kid.
Why is that?
So I probably still, she had brown hair. You know, we always gravitated towards
Isn't that like half of them?
No, there weren't a lot of brown hair. Cinderella was blonde, Ariel red. Oh, Snow White was dark. That's true. She was, yeah.
Okay.
And I remember going and seeing Beauty and the Beast in theaters. And I was little. I was probably like 4 or 5 when that came out.
Yeah.
And I remember going and seeing it. So maybe that's why too.
Can I tell you, my daughter, who's 18 months old, just got the thing, Tonys. Have you heard of these?
Yeah, we never had that. Or we don't have those. But
She just got a Tony, and she has a little Belle one, and she has a little Elsa Let It Go, and you put the little figurine on the thing, and it plays the music.
Yes. Which one does she like?
I think she's really into the Belle one. But here's the weird part. It's not the original music. It's someone that like re-sang it. Like they couldn't get the rights.
Oh, no.
So it's like slightly bad.
Oh, shoot.
I'm not going to say bad. They're great singers. But you can tell, you're like, oh, this was...
Not quite.
It's like, yeah. It's like Temu brand Disney.
Disney.